YouTube. I am back. It's been a while since I did a reaction, but I am back. Today we are doing a reaction to, I guess, Fresh and Fit with Tommy Sotomayor. This is actually a compilation from Law of Reaction, something like that. But this is actually from a Fresh and Fit episode. Shout out to the boys at Fresh and Fit, and shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. Without any further ado, guys, let's begin the video.
Didn't want to cook for me, so I called her mom.
¿Dónde está esta niña? Allá está, acostada en el sofá.
She's Mexican.
Tú dile.
Okay, fácil.
And call the moms and anything.
Come on.
Oh, get her, mom.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh, she's forcing her to cook.
Yep.
Love you too.
My fiance didn't want to cook for.
Wow.
So, imagine a long day at work. Wife is home doing nothing. You're hungry. She doesn't want to cook. You gotta call her mom to get off her ass to cook. What's your reaction to this? We'll start right here.
Well, if your husband is working all day and he's the main money provider and you're home all day, he should be coming home. He should be coming home to a clean house, food, and all of that. If you're not doing anything, like that's what you should be doing.
Hot food and hot cooch.
Yeah, pretty much. If that's like literally all that you offer to him, if he's the one that's making all the money and that's all you offer, you should be doing all of that.
Okay. A question: can you cook?
Me, yeah, I cook very well. I live by myself, so I have to know how to cook.
Cool.
I agree completely with her answer. Yeah.
Profound.
Profound.
That's Shay.
What about you?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, that's
I mean, I do as like the husband part, you know, there's like a difference between boyfriend and husband. So, you know, if you have a husband, you know, it's, yeah, I mean, you should do your part. He's been working and stuff. So, yeah.
Tommy.
I like the fact that they're agreeing with it, because if you honestly look at it, this man, I guess this is what I'm impressed by, because I don't think you could do that as a black man. I keep bringing things to race. I couldn't call my black girlfriend's black mama over to my house and say she's not doing what I want her to do, because she gonna come over and say, nigga, who you think you is? Like, I don't know.
That was just a skit though, because if
all that, that's why I don't do TikTok though, because a lot of that TikTok stuff is just, they know you're dumb enough to sit there and watch it, but maybe it has some truth in it. And so the fact that this woman, and I've dated a couple of Mexicans, and I will say this, cooking is not a problem for them. And if you have one that can't cook, the rest of them will look like, what's wrong with her? Like she's broken. Yeah. So it's cultural. And I think that's pretty cool if that was ever real, and we know it's not. But if that was ever real, that this person was able to get a mom and she still had that much respect for mom that she got up and did it.
Well said.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Also, like, the fact that he had to call her mama to make her get up and cook, like, that's already something that should have been, like, before you even marry her type jump. You feel me? Like, this is probably not her first time not want to get up and cook.
Is that kind of questioning his manhood then, that he would have to have, like, she has more respect for her?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, if you, the man, can't get your woman to cook and you have to call the mom, that's kind of like crazy. Like, you got to be able to tell her to cook and she does her job. Like, you don't have to tell me to go to work and get the money. I guess it's part of my job. Like, you got to know your roles in life.
Her mom than her husband.
Bam.
So true.
Deeper.
yeah.
There you go.
Shit.
Susie, you're Mexican. So, in your opinion, is she crazy? Is she doing the right thing?
If that were me, well, that was definitely staged. So
Yeah.
if that were me, I would just tell my fiance to order some food or take me out to dinner. Why am
She
I gonna
has
cook?
Mexican blood, but she was no. Okay. That's why.
Susie, can you
I know how to cook, but what if I don't feel like cooking that day?
I mean,
What if he don't feel like working that day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What if
what if like working that day or paying the mortgage that day? Like, what the?
I want to sleep all day?
No, I'm saying, what if he doesn't feel like working that day?
Well, that's why you're a fiance, not a husband.
Whoa.
Susie, oh my God.
You hard on men.
Damn, no mercy.
I mean, well, it's the truth.
Well, man, there's nothing wrong with it. That's just, if that's what you're saying you want, then God bless you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just a little confused, because if you want the Bugatti, a mansion, etc., and he says, "Hey, man, I want a plate of food," you tell him, "Fuck you, I ain't cooking. I'm tired."
Well, then thank you next.
Wow.
then he's gonna kick you out the mansion, and there's no more Bugatti. What are you gonna do?
Wait a minute.
That's
So all
fine,
you
that's spousal
seriously are
support.
there is for how you look?
Wait, what?
If you in a marriage, so all you're there for is your looks, what you bring to the table.
No,
That's what
not
you're saying.
just that, but if I don't feel like cooking one day, why do you have to call my mom? Why can't we just go out to eat, or we can order some food in? Why do I have to cook?
So
if I
you're
don't
saying it's
feel
not a
like it?
pattern. You're just saying if on that day I
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll cook.
Nah. It's gonna be a pattern. If you let her go get away with it one time, then she's gonna make it into a whole habit. So nah. If I say you gotta cook today, you gotta cook today. I don't care, because like I have to work when I don't like working. That's not even a question about it. Like I have to run my business. I gotta work. I gotta do this and that when I don't feel like doing that. So nah, I'm not gonna let that ride.
Well, let me ask you something though.
Whenever I feel
if
like
that's
it.
the case, why couldn't you Uber Eats him something and then
Oh,
have it
yeah,
on the
something like
table?
that.
You didn't feel like you didn't feel like.
Yeah, I mean, she could have done that, but
No, that's what we're
No,
asking you.
You.
yeah,
Yeah,
I could
what?
do that. That's fine.
See, but what just happened is I, as your husband, had to come home and call your mom to convince you that you should have already done this.
Well, it was all for TikTok, right?
Come on.
It's an example, but
I don't think, since I am Latina, I don't think a guy would do that. If that's going a little overboard. If I were the suegra, I'd be annoyed. Why are you bothering me?
Wouldn't he
Like you
probably
said.
call because as a Panamanian, they probably call your father. Your father has a certain amount of influence over you, and I've seen it. Like he put his foot down, and the daughter will do it because for some odd reason. But that's if there's respect for men. That's why I said this is odd, because it shows that maybe she just doesn't have respect for men because her mother had to tell her.
Yeah.
Not even her own husband.
So, Susie, question. I mean, nothing wrong with having high standards. You want a man that, can afford you a certain lifestyle, give you a mansion, a Bugatti, etc. And I'm not saying you don't deserve that, or you don't, you can want what you want. But what I am saying is that if he has to bring all that to the table and he says, cook for me, and you don't necessarily feel like it, well, I'm sure there were plenty of times where he didn't feel like working, but he did anyway to provide you a certain lifestyle. Wouldn't it be fair that you would cook for him when you don't feel like it?
Well, I mean, everyone needs a day off. Can I get a day off of being wifey?
No.
Is there a day off for being that though? Like
Yeah,
being
what
a
if I'm
parent?
hungover? Or what if I just am having a bad day and I don't want to cook? Why do I have to cook that day?
because he's taking care of you.
Yeah, but what if I cook other days and I just don't feel like doing it that day?
What if that day he worked super hard, he's just tired, can't really go out, maybe his feet hurt. Hey,
he
babe,
really was looking forward to
I'm
it.
just hungry, babe.
And maybe I'll just put a roofie in his drink and he'll go nappy nap.
Oh, well, one day, just put you out to the streets, just put you on the streets, sleep on the streets for a day,
All right.
Please save us.
She wanna ask something.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you feel like
merch?
Huh?
He just says every time you say
we
field,
have
he
a
says
T-shirt.
merch.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, continue. You're helping us advertise.
Sorry, do you feel like you are wife material?
Me?
Yeah, like a wife besides girlfriend.
I do, but not living here in Miami. If I were to live in another city, then yes. But Miami's so crazy. I'm always going out and drinking, and I wouldn't say that.
So the answer is no. You don't feel like your wife material. So don't try to complicate it. The answer is no. You don't feel like your wife material.
That's really wifey material.
Okay, at least you're honest.
That is an honest answer.
Cool. What about you?
At 11.
I also agree with everybody with Tommy that it's scripted, and with Susie that it's scripted. I don't know who else said it's scripted, so I apologize.
We
but
kind of all agreed.
yeah, okay. So I believe it's scripted. So the fact that it is scripted, I think that it's kind of stupid and silly to call someone's mother and then the mother to show up with a wooden spoon ready to fake smack her daughter and then her call her husband a snitch. It was just a lot for me. I'm a very literal person, so when I see things like that, it's just not comical for me. But in the fake life of it, if we were to assume that that was a real thing, I guess, she could have Uber Eats, like Tommy said, pre-asked, are you hungry? What do you want to eat tonight? Do you want to eat something large, something small, blah, blah, blah. Just kind of figure out like where the vibe is and how you want, like what you want. If you want something small, like a sandwich, it's obviously something that's possible to do. If you want something a little bit more elaborate, Uber Eats is possible for that. Or if you want like a full-blown meal, I guess it's we're going to dinner if I
Yeah,
don't
you
want to
can
do
set a
it. You know what I mean?
reservation.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
So
question for you: if you had a husband, right? He came from work. You're tired too. He said, "Babe, I'm starving. Could you cook for us?" What'd you say?
Well, it depends on what we have in the fridge.
Food's there,
Okay, so then yeah, sure, no problem.
even though you're tired.
That's it, man. Sometimes you have to do your duties whether or not you're tired or not. Like it's not an option. Like there's no choice. Like it's your duty. It's your duty to do some jobs. Like you don't have to, you have to get over your feelings, get over what you got to do, and just get it done. This is it.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you guys are reading a little bit more into it being scripted. I think the underlying issue is that not only was this put on TikTok and is looked at as comical, right, and it's okay and acceptable, right, because that's obviously not going to get flagged, but I think the issue here is that women don't necessarily have to adhere to their wifely duties, whereas men have to. Could you imagine if I did a TikTok and I said, not paying the bills, let's see if she still sucks my dick? Correct. You know what would happen? That guy would be fucking canceled.
Yeah. I'm going to point something out that you probably missed if you want to talk about cancellation, because I didn't know what happened is what you said. The mother was able to threaten the daughter with violence, and there will never be a problem. If there was the father or any man that said, I'm going to bring a weapon if you do not do this thing, that would have immediately been canceled.
Yeah. So I think the biggest, even though I guess what you guys are saying, it's scripted, that's fine. But the underlying thing is this happens all the time. Women don't cook for their husbands. And it shows the climate that we're in where women can absolve themselves of wifely duties at any time they choose, but men cannot absolve themselves of masculine duties that they are held to. For example, she's living in a mansion, extravagant lifestyle, etc. She's probably living a top 1% type lifestyle as a wife, but she is not willing to put forth a minimal effort of providing for this man some sustenance when he's provided her a certain lifestyle. And we look at it on the internet and laugh about it. But if the roles were reversed and the man said, I'm not paying the bills no more, let's do a prank, lights turn off, etc., but I still expect you to suck my dick, no, everyone would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
By the way,
that was cooking, bro. That was crazy. And it's so true too, because as a man, you always have to provide. Always. Like there's no other way to do it. But for women, they can choose not to do their part. So
most things you see online are fake. 100%.
I know that.
So
it's the ideology behind it.
So it's not the video per se. Take away the mother. This happens all the time because, for example, some women, like Susie, for example, don't feel like they need to because, A, you could figure it out. However, we're just saying, hey, from this point of view, what do you think you would do in that scenario? But let me hear yours, Catherine.
What? Make the question again.
So the video.
Yeah, I saw.
What are your thoughts on it? What do you think about it?
I mean, that's Mexican video. It's because it's like traditional. All Mexican girls is like, since you born, your mom teach to cook for your husband. If you are my fiancé, it's when you get like engaged, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna marry with you. So I will do everything to make you happy.
Even if you're tired, you don't feel like it.
Oh man, I need to get me a little Mexican chick. Fall in love with some Mexicana, whatever they want to call it. Have a cook with me. That'd be nice. YouTube, it's been fun. I'm gonna cut it here. I don't want the video to be too long. So hope you guys like the video. Please like, subscribe. I'm going to keep posting videos and reactions. I also dropped some shorts for my podcast with the River Force Boys. Shout out to the boys in the River Force. If you guys can do me a favor by liking, subscribing, and commenting, I appreciate all the love and support. Till next time, YouTube. Peace.